Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23 and it's finally here. Our second season of MotoGP 23 career mode is upon us and we start in the Portuguese GP, but it's raining. Is this one going to be good or is it going to be bad? We will start from 13th place on the grid, not quite able to get into Q2, which will cost us dearly, but hoping now with the speed of the Red Bull KTM we should be good to compete for some good positions in today's race. Ladies and gentlemen, let battle commence. So here we go then, guys and girls. We wait for the red lights to go out for the very first time of our second season, for the first time in KTM colours, and away we go. So, as it stands, we've got to reduce that TCS. I left it on 5 there, just noticed. We're still struggling in the starts, but that could be down to the wet weather situation as we go in. Oh, we made a little bit of contact there with Alex Marquez. I think he might have gone down. That's not a great way to start the season. And that's Digia, so it must have been Alex Marquez who went down, trying to go for a couple of lunges here. This is a messy start to our first Grand Prix, well, the first sprint of the year, but I'm desperate to get through. We're desperate to claim as many positions as possible in the early stages of this sprint because I have no idea how it's going to go in the wet here. I've not done any practice with the wet, not done any time trials, anything, you name it, with this bike in the wet conditions, and I gotta say that was a very scary start. The AI struggle a lot on the brakes, so sometimes when you're trying to go in there yourself, oh, I've got wide there for turn 7. This is not a clean start at all. Oh, Franco's going through. There's my teammate Jack Miller, of course. Just to remind you, there is no Brad Binder in this MotoGP 23 career mode. He has been replaced by Jack Miller and me, so unfortunately, probably the best rider of KTM has been replaced for me, which is a surprise. I don't think anyone expected, but anyway, as it stands, up from 12th, 13th on the grid, all the way up to 10th. We were a bit higher, but unfortunately, a few mistakes already in the early stages of this race has put us in a somewhat perilous spot, down out of the points in the first demo reel of this championship as Quartararo. He flew up at the inside there to take that position. Very aggressive from the Frenchman, who occupies the 10th spot. Here goes Takaki Nakagami through on us. Oh, Taka! Oh my god, I thought he crashed. I thought he went for sure. That was a scary moment. Maverick Vinales is now giving us a push to try and help us through. And then onto the speed of the straights. Oh, Martin's getting all out of shape. He's going through the board there, through the sponsor sign for the Tissot. And then Fabio Quartararo is running it across the grass. Bizarre start here. I'm going to hit Fabio. I can't do anything about that. Oh, god damn it. I need to calm down here. This is some early sprint nerves here in Portimao. Up in the inside of Maverick, trying to regain that position. Bit of contact with the Prima Prama Ducati ride. I'm getting stuck here on Vinales is pushing me into the corner, but thankfully we will be able to take over these positions as we go hard onto the brakes into the Tour VIP. I know what you're thinking, this has been a very messy start, and it certainly has. This is not how I envisioned this one to go. A sprint wet race in my debut with this team is just a nightmare against the 120% difficulty AI. Woof. It's going to be one hell of a challenge if we get more rain in this one. I hope that the main race isn't wet, because we're going to have a very difficult time. Here goes Augusto Fernandez. We didn't see him last season, of course, because we replaced the Spaniard, the number 37, as we both get caught up on each other a little bit there. And I go on to the brakes. Yeah, this is not going well. Still very much getting used to the RC16 and the KTM colours. It's so much more powerful. I'd probably say the gas felt better in the wet because it lacked that power. Hence the reason I'm not running Power Setting 3 in the wet. I just think it's too difficult. Really struggling against the hardest difficulty AI in this game. But don't forget, this is the first race. Anything can happen. Wet conditions, we know how difficult it is in 120% difficulty here in MotoGP. So I'm not too concerned. This is all about getting the feeling, getting the understanding as Miguel Oliveira. Wow. In fact, that was Raul Fernandez who got aggressive there, launching up at the inside for turn 15 there for the Galp. Excuse me, I can't even remember what the corners are anymore. I'm just pushing as much as I can to try and get back on through on Raul. I think we've done it. I'm stuck on him a little bit. I can't turn in the wet. That's the difficulty with this. The AI can turn just as well as they can in the dry almost, but I just simply cannot turn. Really struggling to move the RC16 over from each direction. Raul does get back on through going into turn 4. We might be able to attack the 25 going back here into the Tour VIP. Looks to be good. I'm going to have to use him as a bit of a battering ram because I don't know if you've played this game, you know that in Tour VIP, you just can't turn the bike in. So in this instance, I am using the support of the AI rider to help me get round that corner. Can do it for a few other corners as well, but it works especially well for the Tour VIP. And in turn, we've got a lap time coming here, which is 0.8 of a second faster than the previous one, just because of that moment there. That is superb. Oh, Paul Espargaro, please, he's dropped the front, no! Oh, you've ruined it! Paul, you've ruined it! Oh, I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Only my luck would have that happen to me. Jack Miller got on the podium. Good job from him, though. Doing his bit for the team's championship, but bloody hell, Paul. And he's still finishing 19th. Oh, well, that's annoying. That's really frustrating, that. I was not expecting to go down that early. I thought I'd at least be able to fight for some positions, but I can't believe Paul took me out. What a way to start this season. I shouldn't have been so nervous at the start there. I guess that's what caused me to be in that situation. Here's a look at the championship standings so far anyway, but we do really need to get back on with the race because there's nothing here to really see right now. So let's crack on with the race. Well, that was a disaster in the sprint, but good news. Dry, warm, sunny environment for here in Portimao, starting in 13th place. I've got a better feeling about this one. We'll use power setting 3 just to get across the line, and then from there, it'll be power setting 2, or get into the first corner, should I say. As I just punted Marco Bezzecchi. I think it might have been Luca Marini. No, it was Bezzecchi. And we also managed to almost hit Alex Marquez again for the second time in a row in the sprint and then into the race, but I feel much better now. Is this going to be the Portimao of our dreams? It's going to be our best chance yet, isn't it? So onto the brakes. I'm going to use Martin as the assistance to get around the corner. Thank you very much, Jorge. Oh, look at that, he gave me a little nudge. Cheers, Martin. I got out of that corner like a shot. Beautiful. Now wait for Jack to go a little bit deep, and I think I'm going to launch up on the inside of my teammate. Now, for a lot of the comments and for the posts, I've been saying, let battle commence, because I feel that this season... Oh, Jack over the inside again! Beautiful, that's exactly what I was going to say. I think this season is going to be an all-out war between myself and Ducati, and hopefully Jack will be in there as well to help me, because I'm absolutely going to go for it this season. I'm going to be as ruthless as Marc Marquez, as Iannone and Marquez were in Moto2, and even with Paul Espargaro in the mix. I'm going to be that aggressive. It's going to be full-on gung-ho battles, and prime example, up on the inside of the number 93. I'm taking that spot back, thank you very much. Oh, never mind, he took it back. Wait for him to run it deep though, because we can go for the tighter apex into the gallop for turn 15. I knew he was going to turn into me, then I had to try and brace myself. But out to the final corner. Ride height device, who needs that? I think we need it. I was hoping we could keep the front wheel down, but I think we need it. We might need it for that long straight. But onto the brakes. Jack Miller's still in front of us, but for how much longer? This feels marvellous. This feels so much better than it did with the gas. And most importantly, it feels better to know that we don't lose a significant amount of time just because it's a straight. I'm ready for this season. I am ready. I have a good feeling about this one. We could definitely fight for some race victories in this season. Oh, Jack's a little bit early, so I think I'm going to let him carry me around into the corner. Be a good teammate, would you, sport? Beautiful, Jack. Thank you very much. I owe you a beer in the end of this one. In fact, he might actually dive with the inside here, so maybe we'll be holding out on the beers for now. But for now, this is where I wanted to be, in pursuit of those two red Ducatis at the front, the GP23s. Oh, as me and Jack battle it over the rise there, going into the Craig Jones corner. The pair of us wheeling and trying to keep down the front wheel of the KTM. I have run it deep into turn 11 again. I don't know why this has started to become a habit, but turn 11 is where I had troubles in the Portimao practice, and I'm having it here again. Oh, it's Jack. No! Jack, we got to work together. I know exactly what you're going to say. I just did that same thing to you, but this is different. We've got to work, because otherwise those two Ducatis are going to get away. And we have one of the greatest riders in history, Marc Marquez, with us. So we've got to work together. Jesus H! Lord almighty, Aleix Espargaro. Oh, I will not forget that, pal. I remember you from Valencia. I remember you. Oh, I can already see the dismay and disdain for Aleix Espargaro in the comment section. Furious move that from Aleix. That was just brutal. Now Marquez is getting a face full of KTM. Wow, alright, just calm down a little bit here. We don't need to panic, we don't need to rush. We're still exactly where I wanted to be. I'm using power setting 2 and we're still keeping up. I almost lost the front there, but we're still keeping up with Miller and the rest of the Ducati, so we can do this. The former Ducati right ahead of us and then followed in by him. Oh no! Oh, tried to get him to bring me into the corner there. I know it's cheeky, but it helps a lot. So I kind of needed that support from my old teammate, my old buddy Jack Miller. We're still good friends for now. Let's hope it remains that way after the next couple of races. But out of the Samsung corner, we both struggled to keep the front end of the bike down here. Changed over to anti-wheelie 4 in the practice. I found that was the better option for me here in Portimao. And can we go into the right-hander here for turn 11? Not through yet into the Portimao corner, not through into turn 11. So me and Jack jostling for the third position. Infighting ensued here in Portimao. The Aussie versus the Brit. Cousins from across the water. Friends on track. Enemies never. I like Jack Miller. I never want to be enemies. Oh no, here comes Mark. I've spent too much time thinking of adjectives and commentary lines rather than racing at the moment, so let's get back to it. Out of the gallop. Mark going for that very tight line. I do favour that line myself. Do I go into power setting 3? No, I got caught on the curb. That's the worst thing to do. Look at Franco Morbidelli. His testing pace was certainly not a fluke. Onto the brakes we go, back ahead of the number 21, and now onto the right. I'm going to get in front of Marquez again. Beautiful. Doing Sergio 23's job in our live GPs, in fact our Ace Academy races. He was defending me in the live, I keep saying live GP, apologies, in the Ace Academy race round 1 in Phillip Island. He was protecting me from Quesadilla, and because he protected me for a good few laps, Quesadilla didn't catch me in time. So I'm being the perfect teammate to Jack, but also I kind of want to win. I want to get top KTM honours. I'm the guy that replaced Brad Binder. Think of the pressure that's on my shoulders right now. Every South African hates me. I've got to deliver, and I've got to get the job done. In fact, shout out to Hades, who's one of my moderators. He's also South African, but I don't think he hates me. Not yet. So give him time as we almost lose the front into the Craig Jones corner. But we just calm it down. Still in power setting 2, everything seems to be okay. It was until an 8 times world champion forced his RC213V up on the inside. Don't think so, Mark. Get on the curb, and I'll take the left-hander for turn 13. He will have the outside line if we're not careful. Got to watch out here, because Mark might lunge. Lucky enough, he hasn't yet. Here comes Aleix. He can bugger off. Not having him hit me again. Oh, look at this. 3 abreast going into turn 14. They're out of Sagres and into the gallop. It's going to be neck and neck again. Bide the time, be steady with it, hit the ride-out device, power setting 3, use the slipstream, and we'll try and go for them both on the brakes. Wow, same identical lap time as the one before it. Ooh, Marquez is getting... Oh, it's going to get scary, this into turn 1. Aleix gets punted again. Oh my god, Marquez punts us as well. The 3... Oh, I'm stuck on the curb now. What a race this has been. This has been fast and tough. I can't speak. It's been fantastic. And it's already in 4.5 laps. This is ridiculous. I can get through them on here though, surely. Back up on the inside to reclaim 4th place in the 5th corner. Marquez dives back through. He's now up into 4th. But in every single exchange, every single bashing of fairings, we're going to just drop further and further away from Jack. I don't think Jack's got the speed to catch up to the Beast or Bagnaia, but we could have worked together, and maybe on the straights we could have pulled each other closer, but for now, that's not happening. I've got a very annoyed and angry Aleix Espargaro behind us. Marquez, who's just riding like Marquez, classic style, aggressive, but very, very smooth on that bike, so going to be careful. It's going to be hard to beat him, as a matter of fact. And out to the left-hander for turn 13. 2 tenths. It's here where I struggle a lot. I do lose a lot of time, and here comes Aleix. He's on the curb. Thankfully that slowed him down just enough so he didn't attack me. He's trying to go the long way around. Surely that's not going to work. I know the AI has superior corner speed, and I tell you what, it only has worked. Alvaro Bautista versus Toprak here almost. Very clean from the man rocking the number 41. There's Jorge Martin also wanting to get involved in this skirmish for 4th. Marquez still occupying it for now. We can finally rest a little bit. I'm quite nifty going into this corner here. Turn 4, turn 5. I'd say I'm pretty good. I can claim back 4th place, possibly, into the Tour VIP. But before I get to that, don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying the video so far. This has been a wild one. I don't think I can get through into turn 5. Oh, just touched the curb there. It felt very loose and I thought I was going to lose the front, but it looks like it was quicker on the Delta. Might be something to implement in our riding here. From now on in Portimao, a little bit deep there for the Samsung corner. With that additional speed, I'm running into corners a bit too deep. It's a bit of practice I'm going to need. I'll definitely get it, and I'll definitely keep on pushing to learn and understand this KTM a bit more. Because the difference compared to the gas, I don't know if you followed this videos this closely, but there's a previous post where I showed the comparison of the gas compared to the other teams. It was ridiculously low. Honestly, it was an absolute shocker. In fact, speaking of shocker, I've just lost another position. I think I'll take it back from Aleix here, though. Thank you very much. I have no love lost for Aleix Espargaro. Seems like a lovely bloke in real life. A little bit hot-headed, but aren't we all? But in the game, I have no... Oh, no. Whoa, steady. I have no love lost for Aleix Espargaro. Wow, I've got to be careful here. We're actually dropping positions quite fast. Hit the ride height device, get the 3rd power option on, and let's try and retake the Ducatis going into turn 1. We're a bit late. I don't know if I'm going to get this stopped. Please. Oh, no. I pushed too far. Damn it. Yeah, that was a bit audacious, wasn't it? Look at Joan Mir having a decent race in 8th place. That's good to see. He'll be back to his usual self in real-life MotoGP, no doubt. But for now, he's having a decent one. The same as Franco Morbidelli. Tell you who haven't done very well is the 2 VR46 Ducatis. It was not expecting to see the pair of them as low as 9th and 10th respectively. In fact, they're 11th and 12th. So into the left-hand side, we'll let Martin run it deep. We'll wait for Zarco to turn in, and I'll try and go for the lunge into Samsung, but I'm not close enough, am I? Much cleaner into turn 8, though. But you've got to be careful. You don't want the front wheel to lift. Look at us fighting the front end of the RC16. The orange beast going over the hill. Made for a fantastic thumbnail, though, I do say. I was really happy with the thumbnail. I like the way it's turned out in this one. Very nice. Let me know in the comment section if you like the thumbnail. I like that, going over the rise. Anyway, we're getting distracted here. We've still got to commentate, we've still got to race. And we've still got to defend, it seems. 7th place so far, Tranmere in pursuit. I feel like the AI is just beginning to improve the pace a little bit, and I can't run those 37s. I can get close, but I can't run them for a long amount of time. This is going to go worse now, isn't it? Ooh, bit of contact with Frankie. Not best pleased is the half Italian, half Brazilian. That's a big wheelie. I should have hit the ride height device much earlier. Oh, it's going heck to a handbasket, this one. On the brakes, coming around the outside of Luca. Look at Martini, almost lost the front. Oh, no. I was really trying to lean into Luca there to take that spot. Franco comes on through quite aggressively. We've got to calm it here. We've got to get back to the rhythm. Slave to the rhythm. Who sang that? That just came into my head. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, DrAce has officially gone insane. Too much pressure, too much stress here in the early stages of Portimao. In fact, they're getting to the latter stages as Luca Marini. Do us the favour, mate. Oh, yes. He's done it. Thank you very much, Luca. Does really help to get me into that corner, though, so I can only say thank you in a social media post upon the ending of this video. So thank you to Luca Marini. So now... Oh, I forgot to... I forgot to downshift a second. Oh my god, that's a stupid mistake to make. The timing we lost there compared to Martini was just... god damn it. So important. You know what, it's usually me downshifting to first that causes problems. This time, I just forgot to downshift entirely. That's so frustrating. I can't believe I've just done that. Not only lost 9th place, but I lost the gap to Martin, and every single time we get hit or we have to take a different line, we lose time, and I can't keep up with the riders ahead. This is getting scary, and I tell you what, Jack Miller, take a bow. He's up to 2nd. He caught Bastianini, and now he's fighting for the win. I take that back. I said earlier on that I didn't think he would catch them, but he certainly is. He's not only caught them, but he's passed one of them. Excellent performance, Jack, and that's exactly the footsteps I want to follow. And in fact, Marquez is now on the podium. Enea Bastianini going the wrong way here. Where is the 23 going? Well, I am surprised, but into the left-hander, 0.4 of a second it is that we've managed to pull back for getting the first corner right. Really late. Luca's making me extremely nervous there, and I'm going to absolutely hit him. I do apologise for that. I actually let go of the brakes there when I seen him have his moment, which was the absolutely wrong thing to do, because he's going to go even wider in the corner, and so am I. Apologies to Luca. I'm glad he got the position back, because he definitely deserved it. I have a thank you and an apology to Luca in the same race in the matter of 3 laps. Sneaking back over the inside, though, quite beautifully for turn 11, and we're going to both push each other off the circuit. I think 9th place is going to be where I'll be staying. It's just a tall order to get up to Martin now. It's not bad for the first part of the laps, but this latter stage, I just struggle so much. The right-hander here, the AI's got superior corner speed. Out to the right-hander here for turn 14, it doesn't matter if they touch the curb, they're faster. Here in the right-hander for the gallop, we still can't contend with the AI's pick-up speed. They don't have to pick up the bike like we do, it's so harder. But I'm not panicking. This has been my first outing in a full race here in Portimao on board the RC16. May I excuse myself, may I remind you guys, it's the factory RC16, the factory KTM. Way better than the gas, I assure you. But I will say the 120% difficulty AI in this one have put up a fight, which is good. It's what we wanted. Didn't want anything to be too easy, and it certainly isn't. Now I just can't wait to get on on the Argentina round, because I think I'm going to reach my peak here, squeezing back over the inside of Franco Morbidelli. I know it's not clean, but I've got to do it. The AI are just too aggressive. They have the speed. They have the advantage. There's nothing we can do about it. If they have an advantage that big in corners, I'll take it as well. Seems fair to me, wouldn't you agree? Deep into the Samsung corner. I lost my time again. Actually getting closer to those 137s. What a battle I've had with Luca Marini here. I know you guys wanted to see the VR46 Ducati. Well, I'm not riding with them, but I've spent enough time with them. I'm spending a lot of time with Luca right now. And what a disappointment for Marco Bezzecchi. That's a shocker for the man who finished 3rd place in the championship. He's down to 13th. Soon to be 12th, it seems. Alex Marquez, I would like to get that spot back if you didn't mind. Looks like they do mind. I'm down to 13th now. I've still got loads of fuel left, but I don't see the benefit of using power setting 3 in a track like this. I'm going to get more benefit from using the second power option, to be quite honest. Apart from these straights here, where I do really need the additional power. But I will confess, I'm a little bit disappointed with my performance in this one. I think a little bit of too excited, a little bit of early nerves. I don't think it's gone really well. Of course, starting off a season in Portimao was obviously a very difficult task for everyone involved. But for myself, I am disappointed with my performance in this one. I'm down to 13th. I mean, if you watched the start of this video and flicked through to this, I guess you wouldn't believe me I'm down to 13th. A bit disappointed in this one. I'm going to let Marco Bezzecchi carry me around the corner this time. Thank you, Marco. Lean me in. Thank you, mate. Can't do that like you with our physics, so I apologise for doing that. But you understand. Thank you very much. And into turn 7, then into turn 8. Quick change of weather there. I don't know if that's happened quickly or if it's just happened gradually, but I have not noticed the weather changing. Are we going to see either some heavy clouds with a bit of rain, or is it going to be the Sting song? Heavy cloud, but no rain. I guess we'll find out, won't we? FYI, that's one of my favourite Sting songs, by the way. Completely irrelevant to the... I almost lost the front then. I very nearly almost lost the front then. And Marco Bezzecchi, one of my most favourite riders of all time, I would have raged. I would have absolutely raged if he took me out then. Oh, we got caught on the curb. I think Vinales. In fact, I felt like Vinales was higher up than that, but he's down to 14th. And for the latter stage of this race, Bezzecchi and myself are still at it, crossing the finish line in the 11th time. I got completely caught up then on Marco. Have to be just a little bit more relaxed in these future races, but what a performance it has been so far. I have great feelings of aspirations and confidence for the rest of the season. I think when I did... Oh no, I got caught on the curb. I was really trying to avoid that there, and there's no way I can get through on Bez again, can I? Really tight to the apex, please carry me around, Bez. Oh, not happening. He says no thanks. Gives me the finger wag. Gives me the big don't argue. Nothing I can do about that now then. Well, what I will say is though, is those lap times, they've been terribly inconsistent due to the constant contact, the overtakes, the defence. It's hard to predict what our race pace truly would have been here today. I do feel it would have been the 138.3s, 138.2s. It does seem when we get a bit of clear track, we do get around that number. But compared to the gas, if I'm not mistaken, we were doing 139s and 140s. So if you think of the races where we finished 4th, 5th, 6th, with decent pace, but just losing it all in the straights, such as Jerez and Kota even in the main Grand Prix, I think we're going to have a cracking season this year. With the addition of using traction control 2, extra power from the KTM, yeah, I'm confident. And on the penultimate lap, I actually might finish out the points here, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad at this. I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad. I honestly still think we can have a good season, even if this has been a bit of a mess of a race. We can contend and we can fight for points here in Portimao. I think we've got a good chance. You guys know how hard 120% difficulty is in this track. Lord almighty, almost binned it. Just need to calm down here. Not my cleanest of races, this one. Not at all. I'm not riding as desperate as I was in the gas, but I do want to prove myself, you know? That's something we've got to work on for this one, but I have thoroughly enjoyed this video. I certainly hope you guys have done as well. It's good to see that Jack's going to finish on the podium, but it does make my challenge difficult as we just make another mistake going out to the Samsung corner. I actually can't wait for this one to finish because I'm having a nightmare now. I need to get back through Vinales, otherwise me 3 points an offer is going for a burden. And now for the right-hander, we're in 14th. 2 points are staring us in the face right now. Miguel Oliveira's got the 15th and 1 point for him in his home circuit. He'll be just as equally disappointed. No, don't even dare try and double your point total, mate. You're having that 1 point. Oh no, Miguel got back up on the inside. Beautifully done from the Portuguese riders. I don't think the Portuguese fans would have cheered for that, but I mean, maybe they would. Oh, and now Fabio's here. No, I need that point. I don't want to end this race without a point, please. Fabio, oh, contact. That should be enough. Oh, we've done it. We got a point. That was a shocker. That was a bad race. Fun, very exciting, very entertaining, but wow. It was not the best. It was not the best at all, but 1 point for us, I guess, is better than nothing? Yes? I don't know. But those are the race results. We will take a look at the championship standings because, of course, it is important to see where we are compared to Jack. He is 26 points ahead of us in second. And those names there are very surprising. Pecco, Jack, Mark. Jack and Mark are a surprise. Didn't see Takaka Nakagami get a point, so unfortunately that streak is not ending there. Managed to get a point over my former teammate, that's good. But for the rest of it, tell you what, Jack did a good job, didn't he? He really did. We're in the hunt for the championship, of the team's championship, and possibly the constructors as well. But guys, my voice is going in this one, so I think I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching. I do really hope you enjoyed this video. I've been looking forward to making these, and I know you guys have been looking forward to watching, so it means a lot to me that you guys look forward to them, and I can't wait to make more videos for you very soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for tomorrow's Ace Academy Race Round 2, and I'll see you then. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.